Hello and welcome to another video on the dark side of Crestone, Colorado, the Baca Grande Property Owners Association. My name is Cynthia Nelson and I have made this video today to give anyone who is being defrauded or harassed by the Baca Grande Property Owners Association an opportunity to perhaps fight back and get some justice for your situation. One, I want to make you aware of the compliance code. This is their compliance code that states when violations in compliance with these covenants are brought to the attention of the association, the matter shall be dealt with following the procedures outlined in the compliance code, adopted by the board to communicate with the owner who is out of compliance and rectify the situation. A series of due process steps shall be followed as prescribed by the compliance code. The goal of these procedures is not punitive, but rather to bring members back into compliance with the covenants infractions. However, they may be fined according to a fine schedule in the compliance code. So if you were like me, your efforts to apply for permits went ignored and then you were met with violations. Somebody went onto your property and took pictures of various random unnecessary things and then charged you with violations for like a pile of sticks in the corner of your yard, or to packing crates on top of each other that were hidden from view, or a little garden bridge I had in my backyard, which was a kit, not a construction project, but it was, the main purpose was harassment. I had payments that went ignored, and then my account was altered and falsified, and it was done by this person. This is now the acting manager, Connie Estrada. I imagine she got the job because she's the only person willing to go along with a lot of this illegal activity and participate in it. The last manager of 2 years, Kevin Flewell, resigned, and I imagine he didn't want any part or to maybe suffer the liability that if the arm of the law ever does smash down on some of these people, they are going to have to pay, and perhaps with jail time. But this is the only picture I have of Miss Estrada. This was one of her 2 DUIs, and she does have a long drug history. As someone in recovery, I'm not trying to disparage someone with an illness. However, having millions of dollars at their disposal to harass other people and wield that power over other people when they are so seriously impaired, and spinning in drama as Miss Estrada is just egregious and unconscionable state that our community is in. In the past 2 years, they have spent over $1 million not improving the community, but paying a lawyer to harass and harm people like myself, who was a clean paying homeowner. However, Ms. Estrada kind of spins in drama, which is part of the disorder she suffers from. She has a long history of methamphetamine abuse, and still struggles with pills and alcohol, to the best of my understanding. I've tried to approach this non-publicly, but was really given no choice. She falsely accused me of trying to hit her with my car. Now, I want to preface that I am a registered nurse, critical care, of over 35 years. No criminal history, and certainly never tried to hit anybody with my car. But these individuals are longtime residents of Saguache and even have family here, so the sheriff's department tends to do whatever they tell them to do. and they seem to ignore any facts or evidence that is provided, such as me providing a videotape. And the judge that presided over the case was a member of the Baca Grande POA, so you need to ask that if you're ever going to court. But again, these are a group of really unfortunate individuals lacking maturity or insight or foresight as to how they're harming the community, and finding it more important to puff up their egos with the millions of dollars at their fingertips. But I wanted to encourage anyone that is having your permits ignored, your efforts to reconcile and bring your properties into compliance, when emails are going unanswered, registered mails are going unanswered, phone calls unanswered, and you're being sued anyway, which they know is going to cost you $10,000, and they will extort it out of the sale of your home as they did me. But what happened is Connie lost her temper with me, and she decided to add more money on that had no substantial evidence that it belonged there. She just called it attorney's fees. But looking back in the attorney's fees, they did not exist. She just did it out of anger and in an attempt to defraud me out of more money. I'll show you who's got power over you, and it's me. And I find it just unconscionable that they know about this and they promoted her, and they just feel they have impunity with doing this to people. So that is why I am recommending that you file a police report for fraud. I will leave a link to the website and the email that you send this to. Now, the Saguache County Sheriff's Department has not followed up on these charges, but as they don't do this, we file complaints with the Colorado State Attorney General. Of course, in my case, I had a bunch of QAnon believers sending me threats, and they were traced back to family members of guess who? Connie. And of course, the board knows about it, and so does the Sheriff's Department. And I moved away, truly in fear for my safety. And the longer I stayed, the more money they were going to extort from me. So it was a better strategy to move out of the area and sue from out of state. But at this point, they have spent more money trying to harm me than they were able to steal from me. And they'll continue to do this because it's their pride and their ego and your money. So first, fill out a form, charge them with fraud, of course, provide the evidence you have. And secondly, very importantly, email the insurance company. These certificates of liabilities are on the website, and this particular email is dawndream@mtnwst.com. That's dawndream@mtnwst.com. And that looks like an abbreviation for Mountain West.